Red pill or blue pill? You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever Wall Street wants you to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the business analysis goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Hey, what's going to happen if I eat both? Hi, my name is Till and this is the channel that shows you how to build up a fortune by investing intelligently and easily and without having to change your life for it. When you're new here, hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell for not missing any new videos. When you would want to know how healthy somebody is in terms of his or her financials, would you look into the figures of his tax report? Or would you more look into how much cash his job generates and how much he has to spend for his living? Plus, maybe also look into how much money he has in his bank account, if he owns a house or a flat, or how much debt he has. This seems like a weird question with an obvious answer to it. Why would anybody look into the tax report that a lot of people generate in a way so that it is not providing a true view of their financial power? The interesting thing is that most of the stock market participants choose to look at the tax figure when it comes to the evaluation of the financial health of a company. It seems to be more convenient to take the blue pill. In the first of the two videos, we try to answer the questions, why is that the case? Why is everybody looking into earnings? And what's the problem with it at all? Obviously, I wouldn't start a video this way when there was no better way to do it. Therefore, we then show you in the second video what free cash flow is and how to calculate it. And we go step by step through an example so that you understand how to do it and where to get the required data from. So, without further ado, let's begin. Why is everybody looking into earnings? Of course, I can't speak for other investors, so answering this question contains obviously some speculation. But it is probably not that difficult to answer this at all when you look at yourself. Try to ask yourself, why did you either look into earnings when you started out to invest and didn't start to do value investing yet? Or why do you still look into earnings until today? When I asked myself this very question, I only came up with two answers. Number one, back then I didn't know about what earnings actually express as a figure. Number two, and this was the more important revelation for myself, it is just there. And it's everywhere. And it is not common to question what everybody is doing or looking at. Everywhere you look in the financial world, media reports, financial information sites, analyst reports and analyst statements, etc. Heck, even the company reports themselves. Everybody is blabbering about earnings or EPS, which is earnings per share. I don't know how it started, and it is probably a waste of energy to speculate about that. It is maybe a cultural thing, like a common habit of everybody that you can't get rid of. The difference to the movie Matrix is that by choosing to take the red pill and learning what free cash flow is, you will not only not suffer, but you will be able to make a lot of money with it. What's the problem with looking into earnings? For a lot of companies, this is most of the time no problem at all. When a company is having a stable, proper, steady, long-term business, its earnings usually approximate the free cash flow. And this is probably another answer to the question of the chapter before. Quite often, earnings provide a look into the financial status of the company. By the way, and to take on the example from the introduction again, this is very much like with the tax report of people. For many people, the tax report really provides a good impression of their financial situation. But not for everybody. And the same is true for companies. The rules of accounting allow companies to spread the cost of an investment, like, for example, a machine or a building, over several years. This is the so-called depreciation. This way, the costs for the machine hit the company's earnings not directly in the year of the buying of the machine. They are closer to the actual usage of the machine. This is common practice in accounting and tax-wise not a problem. The thing is, the manufacturer of the machine will not wait for several years and will not accept several small portions of payments. When you sell a machine, you want to have your money immediately. And this is why the company that bought the machine will have to pay them already in year 0. So the cash in year 0 will be reduced by the full amount. Let's look at an example that helps to understand it better. Let's say our company sells products for $1 million. They have costs of $900,000, so there will remain $100,000. Let's say our example company buys a machine in year 0 that costs $100,000. The laws of accounting allow the company to write it off over 10 years. The earnings perspective is that the earnings are reduced every year by 1/10 of the purchase price of the machine. So the earnings are reduced in year 0 by $10,000. The company will have earnings of $90,000. The cash perspective is that the company will have to pay the machine in year 0 with the full amount. So the remaining money will have to be spent completely for the machine. Cash-wise, the company is at $0. So earnings-wise, our example company could report solid $90,000. Cash-wise, the company is at $0. They have no more cash left for further eventualities, investments, unexpected cost increases, etc. Or for a payout to let their owners, the stockholders, participate in the business results. I hope this example made it a bit clearer why it is so important to look at cash instead of earnings, and what exactly you need to look at and how you do this you will learn in part 2 of this mini video series.